Hey everyone, hope you guys are doing well. This is Cameron. I'm back with a haul video. Pretty big one here. This is probably the biggest one dollar-wise you guys will see from me. At least it's the biggest I've ever had. So we'll see if something else comes even bigger down the road. But I hope you guys enjoy. There's a lot of cool stuff to see. It's definitely, if you like video games and toys, there's a lot of that stuff in here. I'll try to do a recap at the end of the video as well with kind of how things have been going so far with regard to sales. I also wanted to say I'm going to do another shipping video. I've had a couple people ask me if I'll do another video showing me shipping kind of with the GoPro and what items I'm using, so I'll work on that. And I am going to remake the how to test the stereo video. I did one a while back. If you look in my prior videos, you'll see it, how to test a car stereo for eBay. But I'm going to do a new one, hopefully with a little bit better editing and a little bit better footage. So hopefully I'll be having that out in the next couple months. It shouldn't take that long. It's just a matter of putting it all together and getting the editing done. So hope you guys enjoy. And if you have any questions, let me know. Take care. Hey everyone, back with a haul video. I know these sometimes aren't as cool as the what sold videos, but this is a big haul right here. This is a big buy, actually the biggest buy I've ever done, probably in 1 week for eBay. It's a couple different purchases, for all from the same source. He buys storage units. I refer to him as storage unit guy in the videos. He buys storage units and like estates and stuff, mostly storage units, and then he has a sale on Sundays. He also does swap meets and stuff too, but I bought a lot of stuff from him over the years, a couple years now, I guess 2 years, and this was a big buy, he told me. So first he told me he had a bunch of video games, which is this box, and this box. I came to look at them on like a Wednesday, and he said he's got to get rid of them. He's going to the swap meet. He doesn't have room for all this stuff, and he has a couple more units he needs to pick up, and it sounded like he needed cash. So I ended up buying all this stuff from him for $400. That's a lot for sure. Unfortunately, when you see a jungle green Nintendo 64, you know, even though it's got some damage, I had to pick it up. There's also a bunch of systems. There's Nintendos, there's Genesis, a couple different PS2s in here, original Xbox, Ataris, Super Nintendo, a Dreamcast, a ton of games in here. Some of them are real common, but there's a couple of like $10, $15, $20 games in here. There's a couple of Game Boys, some DS, all kinds of stuff, and then more systems over there. There's also a Sega Saturn, which again, I'm a sucker for certain video game systems, so I had to grab this. I never found one actually before, so had to pick it up. PS1 Mini there, a Panasonic. Never even heard of this, but actually sells pretty well. It's a 3D0, I guess, or 3DO. All this stuff, plus a whole box of games that are inside, I paid $400 for. If all the systems work, I mean, that's an amazing deal just in the systems, because even the jungle green, even if it has damage, if it works, that's going to be pushing like $80 right there. The Supers, the NES, there's a couple NES in there. There's like 4 or 5 PS2s and a couple slim ones. I think a silver one too. So those will do well just in the systems. I can make all my money back and then some. And then I have all the controllers and stuff. I usually part those out, and then all the games. Like there's a whole box of games inside with a lot of the better ones I had pulled out. I imagine there's probably $800 or $900 worth of games probably when I add up all the, 20 bucks games. But if you have 15 of those, it adds up pretty quick. And then there's a bunch of like little $10, $8 games, and a lot the rest together. So not an amazing deal, because obviously there's some risk in the systems, but with him, like I've said before, I buy from him as long as I know I can make money and I won't lose anything and it's worth my time. I'll buy from him because I want him to keep coming back when he has other stuff. I want him to be willing to deal with me. He has a lot of different people that I've talked to him over the years, and I've slowly moved up. He said I'm like towards the top now with the people he wants to contact to buy stuff, because I'll buy a lot of stuff. I'll pay fair, and he's not worried about me not having enough money. I usually have enough capital to do so. So it's definitely an investment, and it's a lot of time, but we'll sell the video games first, find the ones that sell, list all those are the easiest, and then we'll start testing systems slowly, and it'll take some time, but we'll make it back. But that's the first part of the buy. Second part was he told me he bought a unit with all toys, Lego, Star Wars, Marvel stuff, all kinds of stuff, and he said he wanted me to come by on Sunday, so we went to look at it, and pretty much everything you see aside from this little box right here was all from that unit. And All this stuff I ended up paying $1,000 for. So these 2 boxes here, this box, the Rock Band and the Wii, that box, all the RC stuff. There's Legos, those bins, the cardboard box, all the way out there was $1,000 for all this. And there's still stuff inside. There's a whole bunch of Iron Man figures, a couple of Lego sets, some more shop manuals. Pretty value, like $100 knife is in there, a bunch of stuff. So he looked at all this and he said he wanted $1,500 for it all. I didn't really want to pay that. I told him, look, that's too much for me right now. You know, I mean, I probably could have paid it. It wasn't about the money, but it wasn't worth the investment. A lot of time I knew it would take. And I was talking to my father-in-law. He goes with me to this sale, and I said, what do you think? And he goes, well, just offer him less. And I'm like, he's not going to take less. I said, I'll throw $1,000 out. If he says $1,000, it's definitely a good enough deal for me. I looked up some of the stuff, threw out $1,000. He said, I'll do $1,000, but you can't have this box right here of all these Final Fantasy, Blair Witch. There's from, what is it, Nightmare on Elm Street stuff in there, and some Terminator stuff that's inside, I think, too. It was in a bigger box, but I've condensed it. So he said, if you can have her $1,000, but you just don't get that box. I said, no, dude, it's $1,000 or everything. I just spent $400 with you. You know, you got to work with me a little on the price. And I'm like, this is a lot of time. The Lego sets are not all brand new, which he alleged they were. And I showed him that some of them weren't and they were open. There are a lot of new sealed ones. They're over here and some are inside. And he said, fine, $1,000, you can have everything. And I was like, I just sat there dazed. Like, there's no way he just took that. Like, he took $500 off. He usually doesn't come down that low. And he did. So we loaded it all up, and this is what I ended up with. Thank you to my father-in-law. If he's watching this video, he's probably not. He is my wingman there. He's awesome. He goes with me, likes to look around. He likes that I do the eBay thing on the side, and he helped me load. He helped load a lot of this, and put it in his Suburban because we were out there. We filled up his whole Suburban with boxes, and he is a blessing to me for sure. So if he's watching again, thank you so much for your support, your help, sweat and tears, and everything it took to get this loaded up. But for you guys, as you can see, it is mixed with stuff. We got some Lego sets like this one. They appear they were open, but they might be still new. These Bionicles right here were the used ones. I found 6 or 7 sealed ones that go for like 40 or 50 each. This was the set that looked like it was new. It has sealed bags inside, but I didn't count them all yet. This one was taped back up, so we're not sure. More Bionicle stuff. There is a bunch of Halo stuff. I don't even know what this tic-tac-toe is, but there's a bunch of Halo Mega Blocks, a bunch of sealed ones, a bunch of open ones. I have about 30 different Iron Man movie Series 2 or Iron Man 2 movies figures, all brand new. Just damaged packaging for the most part. More Legos here. I think these ones were either sealed or sealed bags, so those were good. These are Mega Blocks. I don't think they're worth anything. This is a whole box. There's Mega Blocks, but also a whole bag of Bionicles. And more Bionicles down there. This is some Lego things that don't appear to go to this set. I don't know if this is like the Death Star or what it's supposed to be, but a huge, big piece of Lego. There's a bunch of other Lego pieces here. Some of those are Mega Blocks. This one's mostly Legos. It's got a ton of minifigs in here. All different kinds. I don't know what sets they go to, unfortunately. This is an advent calendar. It was open, but it's missing like only 4 figures, so that'll still be worth something. Here's a whole box of mostly Star Wars, a bunch of loose Star Wars, a bunch of sealed Star Wars stuff. All different kinds. I mean, I've had some of these ones do really well, and I probably have like 50 or something different sealed Star Wars figures, maybe 60. Already got a bunch listed. Here was a bunch of video games that were in there. Man, I am starting to sweat. That's disgusting. But there's a Genesis. There's another Nintendo here, a PS1. Wii stuff. It's a God of War Ultimate Edition. That's still in there. Doesn't look like it's been used. Those are a bunch of Genesis games. There's a couple like $30 games in there. Another Dreamcast. A bunch of common Wii games. I don't think there's anything too special there. I think Plants vs. Zombies still sells. All those. And then over here we have more figures. This is kind of the junk one. There's an Alien thing, some generic stuff, an Adidas jersey. That's a box of, I think, Legos. There's a box of Hot Wheels somewhere too. This is all Halo Mega Blocks figures. Those should actually sell pretty well in a big lot. This is a set, but it has a bunch of small sets in it. It's not the actual set. Whole bunch more video games, more Iron Man figures, another Genesis, PS1 games, PC games, a bunch of stuff. Those are a couple of there's 3 different RC cars in there, plus a bunch of bodies, plus a whole chest somewhere else that has a bunch of like engine parts and stuff. So I don't know what I'm going to do with that. We'll see. The Rock Band for PS3 is complete. Looks almost brand new, but the box is beat up. The Wii one is complete as well. These are all Blair Witch, Final Fantasy, Alien, Terminator figures filled to the thing, plus there's some inside. This box is one I'm working on listing. These are all sealed Bionicles. There's sealed models, sealed game, Star Wars stuff, sealed Nerf footballs. There's the McFarlane Dragons or whatever. This Jurassic Park model, which is partially built, Batman stuff, more Halo Mega Blocks in there. And this one right here, this is a set, it's open, but still all the bags are in there sealed. Same with this one, it's open, all the bags, and all these are filled with Star Wars, all listed. I think this is the best set in here. I think this one goes for over $100 just for that little piece. So it's a lot, and there's still more inside. And yeah, and then this box right here is more Halo stuff, more Star Wars. I bought all that from him today. Plus I bought this whole box with some like Camaro, I think gas caps, some more Halo stuff, a bunch of DVDs, a bunch of Walkmans. I think there's some fishing lures in there, more Legos. While we're at it, we'll just show you some other stuff. I bought a calculator recently, $7. I bought all these Teddy Ruxpins. They were $25, brand new on sale at Target. They're only going for like 50 or 60 right now on eBay, but something told me just to pick them up, so who knows? That was like a retail arbitrage. I don't do retail arbitrage a lot, so don't go out and copy me, but maybe we'll make some money. Time Life Old West books, bought at a garage sale. Coors Light bowling ball, who doesn't need that? And a bunch more video game stuff I bought this weekend. Oh, here's a good one. Remember the brand Cutco knife block? $2.50 was half off. That'll go for like $50, but that was all separate just to show you guys. But as you can see, a huge buy here. It's going to take a while, and I mean a long while to get through this. What I've learned so far is it was more than I even thought it was when it comes to work and effort. And 2, my wife does not like the garage this full. So most of this was actually stacked over off to the side in nice piles, but I moved it to show you guys. Sorry that I'm kind of winded, and hopefully you guys can see any sweat come down because it is hot. But I wanted to show you guys because they've already listed this full box right here and half of this box. The rest will get listed tonight, and that'll be actually 2 full boxes gone plus the stuff inside. I probably won't show you guys, but it's a bunch more of, it's probably 25 of those Iron Man figures. There is a knife in there that's pretty valuable. It's a Russell knife, I think, and then there is a bunch of manuals that I bought, a couple of Haynes Shiltons, BMW one. Those will all go for like 10 to 20 bucks each. And there's, you know, a few of those and some other stuff too. But either way, this is what it is, guys. A lot of money. Yeah, $1,600 for all this plus that basket over there. I don't know. It seems like it's worth it to me. I think it's a lot of work and it'll take a lot of time to get it all listed and make the money back, but there was also a time when I didn't even have enough capital to do this when I was first starting out, and I would have never jumped on something like this. And now I'm at a point where, you know, we have the capital. It's not an issue there, but it's just about, you know, that I bite off more than I can chew, maybe. But I think it's worth the effort, and I think in the long run, I mean, what I've already listed is already over what I paid so far. If everything sells for full price, and obviously that doesn't factor in the shipping and fees. So. But that's only that portion of it right there, you know, and then I have all this stuff. So that's pretty good. And obviously I probably won't get full price and everything. I'll take offers and stuff. So some of it will come down, but yeah, I'm tired already and I barely even got started. But I hope you guys enjoy. And just a little thing to say. I know some of you guys are newer starting off. Other of you are way beyond my skill level. If there is a skill level with this, or maybe what you're buying, this is just nothing for you. But if you're newer and just getting started, don't get discouraged, because you don't have to make a buy like this to start making money on eBay. I mean, I buy that Cutco knife block for $2.50 and can sell it $50, and you can make plenty of profit that way. And actually, my ROI on this stuff will be a lot lower percentage-wise than it would be on my normal garage sale and thrift store purchases, because, you know, I'm buying from basically a dealer. He expects to get a certain amount out of it. and you know, I'm spending $1,600. I might make $2,000, $3,000, but you know, it's going to take a lot of effort and a lot of time, and that you don't have to do it this way to make money, but it is a way to get a bunch of inventory in bulk, kind of stock up. When winter gets here, I want to get most of this stuff listed right before Christmas, so in the next couple months, that way if anyone's looking for it, I usually do better with toys and video games during that amount of time, especially sealed stuff. Plus with the new Star Wars movie coming out here, I don't know when it's coming out, but it should be pretty soon. That is also stuff that I want to get up in case someone's looking to buy for the movie. So again, I hope you guys enjoy. Hopefully I wasn't rambling too much. I know I do, but again, I'm just a part-time guy trying to make some money on the side to, you know, better the life for the family, and this was a big enough haul where I definitely wanted to show you guys. If you have any questions, let me know. If I misquoted anything or you know something about something I don't know, let me know. I'm not an expert on everything. I try to be honest and upfront with you guys, but if there's information that you have for me, put it in the comments, let me know. And I hope you guys have a great day. Take care. Everybody, here's a little extra clip here for some of the stuff inside. I thought I wouldn't show you, but I just figured, well, what the heck, we'll go ahead. Here are some of the Iron Man. They didn't pull them all out. I ran out of space on the table, and the other ones are boxed away, but a bunch of these Iron Man. 2 figures, literally, I think there's 30 of them in total that I have. Here's a Chevy 10 emblems here. They're the OEM ones, so those are great. We got some sealed. These are some smaller Legos. This is the best one, I think, this Lego Dino. I think that's like 40 or 50 bucks. I think these ones go for like 10 or 15. This one's like 40 or 50. Here's a Star Wars Darth Vader from 2005. Star Tours gun usually goes for like 25 or 30 bucks. It does work. Plus I have, here's the knife. I think I told you guys I got this knife. I think these go for like 80 to 100 bucks. It's a Russell belt knife from Canada, I think. That I just threw in the pile, and there's another little Iron Man guy over here too. So a bunch of stuff, guys. This isn't even everything. I also got there's some UFC DVDs over there. Those were thrown in the pile. A couple of jerseys. Here's a little Lego system box. It's open but has brand new sealed bags in there. So there's just a ton of stuff. But I want to show you guys just so you saw there was some other stuff here. Most of this stuff is actually getting listed or is already listed, but should go up here pretty soon. And then we'll start bringing another box in and working on it. Thanks, guys. Hey everyone, back with the recap of the video. I'm in the same position for the intro because I'm doing all this after I've already shot and all the footage, which happened a couple weeks ago. But wanted to go ahead and go over kind of where I am with the recap of everything. So far I've listed about 60 to 70% of the inventory. Mostly what's left is the big $400 lot of video games that's in there, and then a bunch of Legos and stuff and a couple odds and ends. Everything else is pretty much listed. For the most part, there's a couple things that I need to test, or I'm waiting on some parts that I had to order for, some video game stuff, but for the most part, most of it's up there. My total listings are like almost $5,000, and that doesn't account for the video game stuff, but remember that's before shipping fees. I do free shipping on everything, and I listed things on the higher end for the most part because we're going into the fourth quarter. I'm hoping that I can generate some more profit that way. If not, we'll end up lowering the prices or taking a lot lower offers as time goes. So I think it was a good buy. We're still not done listing. There's a whole bunch of video game stuff, quite a bit left there, and some good stuff in there as well. And so far we've sold about $300 and something in sales. We're probably profiting 200 and something after fees and shipping. I don't have it officially calculated, but in profiting, I'm still in the hole in total for the whole buy, but at least we're making some of our money back. So pretty good. There were a couple highlights, a couple of big or bigger selling Star Wars figures were going for like 100 or 150 bucks. A couple of Halo stuff were pretty high, and then I allotted a bunch of stuff together to make some pretty good sets too. So that's what I have for you guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you have any questions, let me know, and please take care. Bye-bye.